World Series Championship. We'd like to thank our sponsors, City of Laredo, County of Webb, Cakes by Gabby because they're made with love, and the Laredo Cancer Society. So here we are. 4 days of baseball has come to a conclusion today. We got our first game right now. We got the Laredo All-Stars going up against the Brownsville Broncos. Then our championship game tonight, we have the Youngstown, Ohio Astros going against a Puerto Rico team. This promises to be an excellent, excellent ball game. So come on out here to Uni-Trade Stadium, 2021 Pony League World Series Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's your lineup for the Brownsville Broncos. Please welcome both Brownsville and Laredo. At this time, we ask for everyone to please rise, remove your caps, and join us as we salute the United States of America for the playing of its national anthem. and gentlemen, your umpires for today's game, handling third base and left field, Joseph Cruz, handling second base and center field, Army vet Tim Pimentas, handling first base and right field, Air Force vet Chuck Marquardt, and your plate umpire by all balls and strikes, Luis Martinez.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Uni-Trade Stadium. Here we go, game number 12 of the Pony League World Series. Today's matchup has the Laredo All-Stars going against the Brownsville Broncos. This is the third place game right here. Last night, Laredo took on Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico coming out on top on that one. And Brownsville took on Youngstown, Ohio. Youngstown coming out on top. That game is scheduled for 8 o'clock here tonight from Uni-Trade Stadium. Youngstown, Ohio, going up against Puerto Rico for the championship. But we'd like to welcome everybody out there for listening in today. Thank you guys for sticking with us this entire series. Here we are, game night 4. This is the 4th night of baseball. We started on Friday with the early games at 9. All the way through the evening, and we had our opening ceremonies that night also. And then we hit Saturday, games all day long on Saturday. And then we had games on Sunday, which brings us right here to Monday night's championships and consolation bracket games. My name is Kenneth Duncan. I have Robert Theus here with me. He is on his way into the booth. He had to step out momentarily, but we're here today to call a beautiful ball game here. Beautiful day here in Laredo, Texas. Overcasted skies right now. Still up in the 90s, but there's a chance of rain, so maybe we'll be able to cool down just a little bit. Leading off today for Laredo will be number 10, Marco Villanueva, as we get ready to start the ball game. They've already had all the pageantry. They've already announced all the players, and they've definitely already had the Pledge of Allegiance for today's ball game. Looks like Blue is getting ready to go behind home plate to call this game in. So sit back, relax, enjoy this ball game here from Uni-Trade Stadium, the 2021 Pony League World Series Championships. Here in just a minute, we'll go ahead and get our live feed up here on our computer here so we can go ahead and start responding to any comments that you guys are making. I know I was able to talk to a lot of the Laredo people the past couple of nights, and also our friends from Brownsville. We were also able to communicate back and forth here via our YouTube channel. We thank you guys for all your comments. Again, keep the comments clean, keep them relaxed. Let's not get too out of hand and too crazy. Remember, these are young men out here playing the game of baseball, out here to have a lot of fun. So here we go, getting ready to start game number 12 here from Uni-Trade Stadium. The Brownsville Broncos against Laredo All-Stars. Leading off for Laredo is number 10, Marco Villanueva.
Up there ready to lead off Laredo is number 10, Marco Villanueva.
Beautiful day for a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. If you're here in Laredo and you guys can hear me, come on out here to Uni-Trade Stadium. It'll cost you nothing to get in to watch the game. Zero, zilch, nada. So come on out here, enjoy this game. I know a couple of our friends from Brownsville yesterday were saying, hey, if Brownsville wins, we're making the trip. But you know what? You should have made the trip either way to come out and support these young men. All right, here we go. Getting the action started. Villanueva at the plate. Pitcher gets the call. Here's the windup and the pitch. Just a little bit high for ball number 1. First pitch of the ball game. That one came in at 77 miles an hour. Villanueva squaring around, looks like he was faking a bunt there. Hard hit ball over to the right side, just on the foul side of the first baseline. 1-1's the count on Villanueva. Top half of the first inning here from Laredo, Texas, Uni-Trade Stadium. Pitching for the Broncos is number 4, Damian Cortez. Cortez gets the call. Hard hit ball. Center fielder's tracking it down. No problem for him. Out number 1.
Here is number 13, Jose Luis Gomez.
Next up for Laredo is number 13, Jose Luis Gomez, with 1 out here in the top half of the first inning. Cortez on the mound for the Broncos. That catch in center field was made by Joshua Benitez. Just a little bit high. Ball 1 on Gomez. Gomez did a little pitching yesterday also for Laredo in the latter part of the game. There's a pitch. Called strike 1. 1-1's the count. 1 out. Top half of the first inning here for Laredo. Cortez settling down, gets the call from the catcher. There's the windup and the pitch. Just missed that one. 2-1's the count. Game was slated to start at 5 o'clock. It's just after 5. It's 5:02 here, top of the first inning. Hard hit ball over the shortstop's head into left field. Left fielder able to scoop that up, holding Gomez to 1 base on that one.
Jose Luis Gomez. Now batting, number 11, Joel Garcia.
Next up for Laredo is number 11, Joel Garcia, the shortstop, with Gomez on first base. 1 out here in the top half of the first inning for Laredo. Cortez, the pitcher for the Broncos, is walking around a little bit just to clear his head. Checks the call from the catcher. Checks that runner at first. Likes what he sees. Steps off the mound towards first base. Back to action now. Checks that call one more time from the catcher. Steps off the mound one more time. There's something he doesn't like out there, so just making sure to keep everybody honest, especially Gomez at first base. He's got some speed out there at first. Here we go. Gets a call from the catcher. There's a pitch. Low in the dirt for ball number 1. 1-0 is the count. No outs, or 1 out here in the top half of the first inning. Gomez at first base. Garcia up to bat for Laredo. Cortez on the mound for the Broncos. Hard hit ball past the third baseman. Waving Gomez in over to third base. Stopping him right there at third base as the left fielder was able to track that one down. Beautiful hit right down the third base line. Just squeaks by the third baseman there as he dropped down to try to grab that one. That's a double there for Garcia. Next up now for Laredo with runners at second and third base is number 15, Eduardo Sainz. Runners at second and third for Laredo here. Top half of the first inning with 1 out. Sainz up to bat. Big hard hit left field. Hooks just foul. Hit a off-speed pitch on that one. 1-1's the count. One out here, top half of the first inning. Laredo has runners at second and third base. There's the pitch. Just misses that strike right there. 2-1's the count now. Two and one outs. Runners at second and third base for Laredo. Signs up to bat. Right in there for strike number 2. 2-2 is the count. That one clocked in at 75 miles an hour for Cortez. Cortez gets the call. There's the pitch. Oh, throwing a little change up or curve there that just did not come back in and hit Signs square in the bat.
Signs hit by pitch. Now batting number 4, Joshua Benton.
Next up for Laredo with the bases loaded, top half of the first inning, one out. Joshua Lynn, the center fielder, number 4, up to bat now for Laredo. Cortez has got himself in a jam right now with bases loaded, one out here, top half of the first. Laredo threatening to score. There's the pitch. Right down the middle for strike number 1. Cortez shakes that first one off, the second one off, likes the third one. Here goes the pitch. Just high. Ball 1. 1-1's the count, one out. Top half of the first inning. Bases loaded right now for Laredo. Great opportunity to score if they can get one to the outfield. At least one run in. Big swing and a miss. Strike number 1. You know, I'd figure with the home team Laredo being out here, we'd have a little more fans like we did last night. But so far, you know, people are just getting out of work, so maybe they're on their way this way. Big swing, fouls it off into the catcher's glove. Out number 2 for Laredo.
Number 9, Daniel Salas.
Next up to bat, the third baseman, number 9, Daniel Salas for Laredo. Bases loaded situation here still for Laredo. 2 outs, top half of the first inning. There's the pitch. Hard hit ball. Looks like it's hooking foul down the right side. Strike number 1 now on Mr. Salas. There's a strike number 2 on that one right there. 0-2's the count. 2 outs. Bases loaded for Laredo here in the top half of the first inning. They need to get one in the outfield so they can get a run or they're going to strand 3. There's the windup and the pitch. Little dribbler over to the shortstop. Picks it up. Nobody was covering second base. Laredo gets a run on that. Nobody covering second. Shortstop was looking over at second to throw it over. By the time he was throwing it down to first base, it was already too late. He was already there.
For Laredo, number 3, Roberto Villarreal.
Back to action now. We have number 3, Roberto Villarreal up to bat, the catcher for Laredo. Bases still loaded. Just outside, ball number 1. 1-0's account, 2 outs. Bases loaded for Laredo here in the top half of the first inning. Just a little high. 2-0 on Villarreal. Cortez pitches. There it is. Just in the dirt. 3-0's the count now on Villarreal. Cortez settling down. Gets the call from the catcher. Steps off the mound just for a second. There's that first called strike. 3-1's the count. Now they had the bases loaded here for a while now, Robert. So far they've only been able to get 1 run across. They had the bases loaded with 1 out. They've gotten 1 across after a pop fly. There's a hard hit ball over to second base and picks it up over to first, and Brownsville's out of this inning. Little damage done with 1 run scored with the bases loaded pretty much most of the first half of the inning.
1 run, 3 hits, and 3 runners left on base.
So right now we got, about 39 people listening into us today here live on our YouTube channel from Uni-Trade Stadium for our 12th game of the cycle here, right? What's going on, Brother Guap? How you doing? Moses in the house. ¿Cómo estás, tío Pacoy? Aquí estamos, aquí en Laredo, Texas, aquí en este juego contra Brownsville y Laredo. Ahorita Laredo está arriba 1-0. Looks like we had a little bit of technical difficulty right now. A little technical difficulty right now. They're getting Robert's mic back up and running. But thank you guys very much for listening in. Tio Pacoy has been with us since day 1 of the tournament, and so has Moses, a.k.a. Guap, our brother from California. So as you see us messing around trying to make sure our mics are working here, we apologize for that. What's up, Wap? How's everything going, man? How's the weather down there in SoCal, brother? Wap says he's got Brownsville winning, but it's going to be a close game. Guap is pretty good at predictions. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, the City of Laredo, Webb County, Cakes by Gabby because they're made with love, and the Laredo Cancer Society, and the Pony League. Thank you guys for being here and sponsoring this 2021 Pony League World Series Championship.
Bottom of the first inning, due up to lead off the Brownsville Broncos is number 30, Alan Delgado.
So here we go, up to bat now for Brownsville is number 30, Alan Delgado. Robert's still working on his mic here to see how it's going. I did nothing, sir. I blame Art. Jacob? It was working before he got here. Here we go. 1-0's account. High fly ball. Right fielder, or sorry, third baseman tracking that one down. Easy out there for Laredo. Next up to bat is the pitcher, Damian Cortez, number 4. I'm sorry, that's not the right one. This is number 7 for Brownsville. I'm looking for the name here. I apologize for that, guys. Here it goes. Angel, number 7, is the designated hitter here for the pitcher. Ragañada.
Let's check if this mic's working now, Kenny.
Are you back up and running, Robert?
I think so. Number 7, Laranyaga at the plate here.
He's the DH for Brownsville. 0-2's account. 1 out here. Just low. 1-2's account now. 1 out. Bottom half of the first inning. Brownsville down right now by 1 run. But we have a lot of ball game to go, Robert.
Looks like it's working now, Kenny.
Oh, there we go. Strikeout. Are you back up and running, brother?
I believe so. After technical difficulties, they try to silence me, man. Try to silence me.
Don't let him silence you, brother. Don't let him silence you. Here we go. Number 11, Aaron Barraza up now for Brownsville. That one got away from the catcher, low and in the dirt. 1-0 is the count. We'll get to some of these comments here just at the break time as we got the mic fixed now with Robert, so we're good to go. Able to chit-chat back and forth now.
Here comes the pitch.
There's that called strike 1. 1-1's the count. 2 outs. Bottom half of the first inning. Barraza at the plate. Big swing and a miss. Strike number 2.
Looked like he was aiming for the fence with that one, Kenny.
Yeah, he wants to get that run back. That's what's going on. You know, he wanted to take it downtown, as the young kids say.
Well, 2 outs here in this situation. Let's see what the Laredo host team does on defense.
That ball was just outside in the dirt. 2-2 is the count. 2 outs. Nobody on for Brownsville here in the home half of the first inning. Gets the call in from the catcher. There's the pitch. Oh, strikes him out looking.
3 up, 3 down there for the Laredo host team. Check up on the YouTube live stream. We have 47 live viewers here joining with us. Guap is a frequent commenter here. Hey, fellas, when's the championship game? That's actually going to be later on at 8 p.m. Here at the Uni-Trade Stadium. So if you're here in the general area, it is free admittance here for adults and children, and the concession stands are open here. Great prices for food and drink, and great baseball here all around with the championship game at 8 p.m. And currently, the third place position is going to be decided here on the field.
You know, I've noticed something. Maybe it's just me, but the music has changed from yesterday to today.
It's more Mexican, actually.
More Tejano. It's Tejano. It's
Tejano. Tex-Mex.
It's very much Tejano music playing on right now. Maybe they'll play some Selena later on.
Well, we have Brownsville and Laredo, playing. So 2 South Texas teams. So maybe it's some requests here, maybe. Or maybe the coaches ask for some specific tunes.
It could be. It could be. I still like some good, AC/DC or some Metallica pumping everybody up. That's my feel, at least. That's my.
I agree. Maybe they'll hear us there in the announcer's booth and change it up a bit.
6 call time. California time, yes. 6 o'clock California time.
Cali.
That's correct.
Yeah, 6
I forgot.
Cali time.
Going back to Cali. That's right. Yeah, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, 6 o'clock California time. For all those who want to tune in from California, maybe our buddy Guap is going to get everybody, all our friends from California to tune in to listen to us one last time before we sign off tonight for the last time.
Let's see if we can get some of these comments in here before the gameplay starts. We have Erica Maribel González Fernández. Buena vibra, equipo Brownsville. Suerte a Eduardo Guerrero y equipo. Scroll down here, we have Roland Villegas, Uncle Roland, and Grandma Rosa Trevino in the house. Waiting for Brian Gonzalez. Let's go, boys.
What's going on, Grandma and Tio?
Brian Gonzalez has a bunch of fans here on the live chat. It's been a staple of this whole series when the Laredo team plays. Always support for Brian Gonzalez. Looks like we're about to get back in the gameplay here with the top of the second just about to start.
I think that's Becerra up the bat. Is that correct? I'm trying to read the list here. All right, Lovey Becerra or Louis Becerra maybe. Coach has some unique handwriting. Hard hit ball.
That is correct. Number one.
Deep center field. Center fielder able to handle that one. Out number 1.
That was Louis Becerra at the plate who popped fly to center field for the first out of the inning.
This is number 17, Alejandro Carzades, up now for Laredo. I think they heard us in the booth. The music changed.
They must have. It changed from Tejano to hip-hop here. I love it. Or possibly there's
maybe that's his walk-in
there's
music.
a walk-in music, yeah.
Just inside, ball number 1. Cortez still on the mound for Brownsville. As Laredo on top right now, 1-0 here. Top half of the second inning, 1 out, nobody on. Big swing and a miss for strike number 1. 1-1's the count. Cortez gets that call in. There's the pitch. Strike number 2.
Catcher framed that one, assisting for the strike there.
Hey, looks like he framed it just a little bit up there. Brought it. I mean, that's from my vantage point, of course.
Maybe an inch. Or
1-2 is the count. 1 out. Top half of the second. Off-speed pitch on that one. Shortstop able to handle it over to first. Out number 2.
2-6-3.
Yeah, he was able to drop that from 76 down to 59.
Batting, number 10, Marky Villanueva.
So now back up to bat for Laredo is number 10, Marky Villanueva. 2 outs here. Top half of the second inning for Laredo. Laredo up on top right now, 1-0. Called strike 1 on Marky. 0-1's the count now.
With 2 outs here, let's see if the host team can make something happen here.
Cortez gets that call in from the catcher. Likes what he sees. There's the pitch. Strike number 2. Takes a little bit off of that one. 61 miles an hour on that one.
Behind the count here, he's got to defend the plate to just stay alive.
Shakes that off. Shakes it off again. Likes the third call. There's the windup and the pitch. Hard hit ball. Looks like it's flying foul there down the left field side.
Just about.
0-2 is the count now on Markey. 2 outs. Nobody on for Laredo here in the top half of the second inning. I thought Robert was walking out on me. I thought I offended him. He stormed out to the door.
Never, Kenny, never.
That one just outside in the dirt. 1-2 is the count. Man, he took a lot off of that one. That one came in at 57. That's about how fast my fastball is, 57, by the way.
I'd like to get a radar gun to verify that one.
Could be 40s. There goes Cortez in the windup and the pitch. High fly ball. Looks like the second baseman tracking it down. Nope, that's a shortstop. Tracks it down for out number 3. 1-2-3 inning there for Brownsville. No damage done in that inning.
You know, Kenny, I think I have a catcher's mitt in the glove. If you want to go down there between games, we'll take one of the cameras. We'll go live on YouTube and we'll verify that fastball speed. I mean, it'll turn up there on the clock. I'm pretty sure it will catch about 30, 20 miles an hour at the least.
Well, if I can stretch out first, I'll be more than happy to do it. You know, I think Guap probably would like to see that.
That'd be interesting. I think Moises would be very entertaining for Moises.
Again, thank you for everybody listening in with us today, here live from Uni-Trade Stadium here in Laredo, Texas. Game number 12 of our World Series, Pony League World Series. It's been a great championship tournament that we had going on here. We've had 6 teams from all across the United States and from Puerto Rico joining us here in Laredo. Great ball game from the start of the games there on Friday all the way through last night, where we had the marathon game where we were here till about 11:40. Guap was on with us last night, so he knows. We were here till about 11:40, so by the time we actually got home and unwound, it was probably at closer to 1 o'clock. Then we're back here today. For our final 2 games of the championship series. It's bittersweet, Robert.
All weekend, Friday to Monday, we've been out here, and it's been a great experience for us. Being able to interact with the fans here on the YouTube, and also meeting the fans that are here at the stadium. Guap with the comment, "Hey Kenny and Robert, is your name right? Sorry if I got it wrong, but y'all can't lie. Barstool had the most fans and viewers, all love everywhere though."
It is Kenny and Robert. Kenny's the big guy, Robert's the little guy. We're like Abbott and Costello. And that's right, Barstow did have the most fans out there viewing. I am not lying.
I mean, we had about 110
last night
towards the end of the innings there, the end of the game, and they were strong, staying on to see their team finalize that outing. Looks like we're about to get back into gameplay here.
So here we go, number 13, Jose Gutierrez up to bat now for Brownsville. Owen wants to count on Gutierrez. 0-2 now, down in the count right now. That one clocked in at 80 miles an hour by our pitcher from Laredo. Gets the call from the catcher. There's the windup and the pitch. Big swing and a miss. He went golfing on that one.
Fishing, and he got caught there looking. First out of the inning.
So next up now for Brownsville here in the bottom half of the second inning is number 3, Joshua Benitez.
We got Kenny winning on the mound here for the Laredo host team, throwing some cheese.
Hard hit ball over to the second baseman, picks it up over to first. That's out, number 2. Who's that pitching? Did you say?
Kenny winning.
Number 8.
Kenny or
Anthem.
Billy, isn't it?
You know, this handwriting is a little...
I think it's Billy. Billy Williams, maybe, or Willin.
No, I know it's winning.
Winning, Billy Willin, winning. I think it's Billy.
But man, this handwriting is really...
I'm gonna say Billy, and if anybody knows any otherwise, let us know, please. All right, next up to bat for Brownsville is number 8, Angel Solis. Big cut, fouls that to the back of the fence. 0-1's the count. You know, so far, this the last bottom half of the inning and the top half of the second, and right now here in the bottom half of the second is going really fast.
Looks like it's a high-paced game here with pitch after pitch. What we don't see is a lot of foul tips, walks. It's pretty consistent here.
So saying that, there's a foul ball to the back of the net. 0-2 is the count. There's the windup and the pitch. Big swing and a miss. Fouls that one off, though. He fouls a big swing. He fouled it, foul tip, so bounced away from the catcher there. And then the catcher kind of just missed it.
Mishandled that
Well,
throw
he
there.
mishandled the throw and the catch.
Yeah, he stuck
dribbled
to his fingers there, and it just came off wrong.
That's about how my fastball's going to look right now. Something like that. So here we go. 0-2, 2 outs. Bottom half of the second inning. Angel Solis up to bat here for Brownsville. Doesn't like that first call. Here comes the second call, and there's the pitch. It's a strikeout.
Caught him looking with that 73-mile-an-hour fastball down the middle.
That is Billy.
Billy
winning.
winning.
Billy winning. Good pitch there by Billy winning. Let's go back to the comments and see what's going on with our friends over here. La Mafia? Or is it Mas?
Question. I'm not even sure about that. We got 63 live viewers in the YouTube stream here. And Javier Juarez says Billy Winnings corrected, and Aaron Cervantes also concurring Billy. Wap asking Wap, Brownsville got one, fellas?
No, Laredo's got one right now. Laredo's on top 1-0. They had bases loaded in the first inning. There was an error. Shortstop was actually fielded the ball cleanly, but there was no one at second base to get that third out. As he threw it over to first base, runner was already there, so he was safe. Run comes in because it was bases loaded situation right there. So I think if the second baseman would have been there, we'd have been able to get that third out, and Laredo wouldn't have anything. We'd be 0-0 right now.
Yeah, just checking in with the booth there. Great call there by the fans. We were looking at the rosters here, and correct, Laredo has 1, Brownsville 0. There was a mix-up there. We quickly corrected that. We flipped the scores. It should be right now.
I'm sorry, I wasn't looking at the YouTube channel. I was actually looking at the scoreboard, where it does have Laredo on top of Brownsville right now.
Yeah, no, we switched that up. I made sure I tapped the glass here and got their attention. We try to help them out. You know, we're human. We're all human. We make mistakes here and then, and we fixed that one real quick.
There you go. Thank you guys thank you Guap for letting us know that.
Irma Uribe chiming in. It's Mafia.
Ah, La Mafia. There you
La
go.
Mafia. Yeah. Thanks, Miss Uribe.
La Mafia out of Houston, Texas. I should have known that one. That's my town.
That's your hood.
That's my hood.
I see.
Next big La Mafia went to MacArthur High School in Houston, Texas in the 80s.
Fun fact there.
That's a fun
I'm
fact.
supposed to be doing color commentary, but thanks for that fun fact there.
Well, my brother was in school with him. That's the only reason why I know.
Nice.
Triste.
Okay.
Don't get me started, because now I need to get the whiskey out here. Here we go.
Let's see if they can switch it up here with this choice of music. Looks like we're getting back into gameplay. Brownsville on defense with the host team Laredo All-Stars on offense.
I didn't catch the batter right here. I was looking down at the screen. I apologize.
Should be Gutierrez, I think. Or no, we're at the...
Here we go. Back to action here. 1-0 is the count on the batter for Laredo. I apologize for looking away from the field of play there. Hard hit ball. That's number 13, Gomez, Jose Luis Gomez. That one's just foul up here towards our window here. Good thing our windows are closed today. I would have reached out and caught it, though, and that would have been a web jam.
No worries. I don't think there's anything coming through these windows.
I have to agree with you. I saw a foul ball yesterday that hit one of the windows there on the right side, on the first base side, and it just shook the window. That was it, and it bounced all the way back to the bottom.
Pretty sturdy plexiglass here. We're not going to get any double pane or broken glass here.
There's a called strike number 2 on Gomez. 1-2 is the count. No outs here. Top half of the third inning. Cortez threw that one in at 75 miles an hour. Gets that call from the catcher. Likes what he gets. Off-speed pitch. 2-2 is the count now for Jose Luis Gomez. 2-2, nobody on, no outs, top of the third inning. Game number 12 of our Pony League World Series. Reaches out and hits that one. Stopped by the shortstop over to first. Beautiful stretch by that first baseman. Wow.
Great job keeping his toes on that bag and stretching out at the same time. That shortstop traveled a mile there to get that ball. I thought it was going to go right up the middle, but he was able to scoop it up and make the throw.
Yeah, that one actually flew right off where that dirt's at there at second base, and the shortstop was almost right behind that when he picked it up. Able to take it over to first, brings that first baseman off just a little, but tall kid there at first base, stretched all the way out, almost in a full split on that one. Beautiful play.
Ended up on his stomach and got the catch. It was very athletic.
Good stuff there. Good stuff. Here we go. Number 11, Joel Garcia now up to bat for Laredo with one out here in the top half of the third. Just high. Ball one. I say just high. That was over his head.
Out of the strike zone.
Just high out of the strike zone. That's
yeah.
Correct. Here we go. Cortez gets that call in. There's the windup and the pitch. Hard hit ball to left center field. Bounces in between. Center fielder picks it up for a single there for Mr. Joel Garcia.
Garcia just dropped it in there for that base hit, and the left and center fielder weren't able to cover it.
Next up now for Laredo is number 15, Eddie Signs. He found that gap in the outfield there, and he just drove the ball into that gap and able to get on first base for Eddie. So here we go. Eddie Signs up to bat for Laredo. He's got a runner at first base, one out, top half of the third inning here from Uni-Trade Stadium. There's a pitch. Garcia goes over to first. Oh!
Couldn't quite handle that one, and he was called safe. Had he been able to scoop it up, he was out by a mile.
Oh, yeah. Garcia took off running towards second base. That catcher comes up and guns it over to first because Garcia turns it back around. He was doing the old fakey on him there. Almost got him out, but the first baseman couldn't handle that one. So back to action. 1-0's the count. One out here for Signs. Big drive to center field. Center fielder on his horse. All the way back. Catches that one. Throwing it all the way to first base because Garcia was all the way to second already. Slides back safe, though.
Now batting, number 4, Joshua Lynn.
Here we go. For Laredo, we got number 4, Joshua Lynn up. 2 outs. Runner at first base for Joshua. Let's see if he can move him around on the bases here. Let's see if Garcia steals on this one.
Possible hit and run situation here with 2 outs to try to beat that easy out at force on second.
Yeah, Laredo hasn't been too aggressive yet. Yeah, that fake steal by Garcia has been the most aggressive thing they've done so far this game. So Lynn fouls that one off here to the left side down third base. 0-1's the count, 2 outs. Top half of the third inning for Laredo. Laredo up 1-0 after they were able to get that run in the first inning after that non-cover by the second baseman on Brownsville. Checks that runner at first, steps off the mound just to push him back a little bit. Here we go, back to action. Cortez gets the call from the catcher, checks that runner at first base. There's the pitch. In there for strike number 2. 0-2 is the count on Lynn.
Lynn's behind in the count with this one with the 0-2 count. Let's see if he can protect the plate here. Maybe create an opportunity for the host Laredo All-Stars.
There's the pitch. Garcia going. That was the old hit and run right there, but Lynn fouls that one off to the backstop there. 0-2, 2 outs. Still here in the top half of the third inning. Garcia walking back to first base. Cortez gets that call from the catcher, checks that runner at first base, and make sure he's staying honest. There's the windup and the pitch. Garcia's going. Ball gets away from the catcher. He was already looking down to second base to throw that one down there, and the ball just squirted away from him. So there's that first steal of the game for Joel Garcia over to second base now. Now, if Lynn can get this ball into play in the outfield, Garcia possibly scoring from second base. 0-2, 1-2, big hit. It's a little dribbler over to the third baseman, popped up in the air, and that's the end of the inning. In that inning, Laredo left 1 runner on base. Going into the bottom half of the third inning, Laredo still on top, 1-0 as Brownsville gets ready to come up to bat.
It's been a razor-sharp, razor-close game here with Laredo All-Stars taking advantage in the top of the first, and these subsequent 2.5 innings have been scoreless. Looks like high-quality baseball. So it's going to be anyone's game.
Like high-quality H2O? So what do we have in the comments? Do we have anything good here in the comments here after La Mafia?
We got Tito Delgado saying, "Great play, little bro."
I think Tito, his brother or it is his dad, I think, is the coach for Brownsville, if I'm not mistaken. Correct,
Yeah, I
Tito?
recall. He's usually there on the first base side. Let's see if we see him trot out right now. Looks like he's right there.
I thought he was going to be dancing because this music right here. So Guap says he wish he was playing with his Duffy boys. I wish you were playing down here too, Guap. That way we could have met you. Yeah, he does have a cannon, Guap. He can get it out there. I agree with you. Again, thank you guys. We got 56 live viewers here on our YouTube feed as you see me adjusting my hat. Sorry about that. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening into us here for game number 12 here in the Pony League World Series tournament. This is the consolation game. This is for third and fourth place. Right after the game, we'll go ahead and have the presentation of the medals, the third and fourth place medals to our team. Last night's HD Kings and Mad Sturgeons, we had the presentation last night. That's why it went a little bit longer for us also last night, even though we tried to get out here as fast as we could. So what do you think, Robert? What does it look like tonight? After you're dancing here with the
looks like a great game currently, but once we go into the Puerto Rican versus the Ohio Youngstown Astros game, I'm looking for a high-paced scoring frenzy. Both teams are aggressive. I believe Ohio scored 24 in the previous game, and Puerto Rico's very aggressive on the base path there with a frequent hit and runs, setting the pace for this tournament. So I expect a high-action, high-impact game. It looks like we're about to get back into the play.
You're back to action here at Uni-Trade Stadium. We got number 15, Jacob Marroquin for Brownsville. Nice hit ball between the third and shortstop for that leadoff single for Jacob. Next up for Brownsville, we got number 6, David Benitez. You know, I wonder if Danny was able to find that Cakes by Gabby, because Danny Trevino did say he was going to bring us cake.
He did mention that in the live stream last night. He promised us, and I'm going to be so heartbroken if he doesn't come through.
I mean, if he doesn't bring cake, I mean, at least maybe a number 1 with grilled onions from Whataburger would work with a Dr. Pepper.
What sized?
And I'm watching my figure.
You're watching your figure?
Yeah, just large fries.
Just get a mirror. Watch your figure from there.
All right, strike number 1 on Marroquin. I'm sorry, on Benitez. Marroquin's at first base. Takes a look over at that first base runner. There goes the pitch. Strike number 2 now on Benitez. Not sure if Danny's listening, but that would be nice. Here we go, back to action. Pitcher checks the runner at first base. Gets his call from the catcher. There's the pitch. Low into the dirt. Ball number 1. 1-2's the count. No outs. Bottom half of the third inning for Brownsville. Marroquin on first base after that beautiful single into left field. Benitez at the plate, number 6, David Benitez. There's the pitch. Hard hit ball, shortstop able to take care of it. Over to second, over to first. Double play.
Made it look easy there, the Laredo All-Star team on defense, pulling that double play.
That looked really smooth. So next up for Brownsville is number 5, Mario Solis. He is the center fielder. He's been working hard out there today with all those hard hit balls out there to him.
Checking into the Bronco finals that's also going on right now over there at Benavides Stadium. I'm trying to get up a score for you guys, but I haven't been able to hear it yet.
Hi, 1-0's the count. Well, I did talk to Ray Fuentes earlier. He's out there at the game right now. That's a foul ball. 1-1's the count. Ray's supposed to be sending me updates here. I haven't seen anything as of yet. Let me check my text messages.
Well, message him, please, because the hometown team is there in the championship game, and I'd like to know what's going on because, with all honesty, my little nephew, Adante, is playing in that game, and my brother, his father, is the coach for that team, so...
That one fouled to the back. 1-2's the count.
Very interested in that game.
Yeah, I did talk to Ray Fuentes earlier because he's out there. He had some footage, and he said he's going to be out there. The game started at 5. It starts at 5:30, so they just started.
They're already in gameplay now. I see them on the old Facebook Live there, but here comes the pitch.
Hard hit ball, shortstop able to pick it up over to first base. Takes the first baseman off, but he had the smarts enough to tag that runner out, tag Mr. Solis out, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3.
And while those signs there, stepping off the bag, but simultaneously tagging the base runner out for the final out of this bottom of the third.
So that was 3 up and 3 down because they had that double play there, so no damage done on that one.
Still a very razor-close game here. Looks like we're going to go into the top of the fourth with the Laredo All-Stars up 1-0. Looking at the comment stream, we're at 55 live viewers. It just fluctuated down to 54. And we got some comments coming in. Irma Uribe, you guys are awesome. Roland Villegas, Grandma Rosa Trevino, still waiting the announcers to sing. Well, let's see if we can sing some tunes there for Grandma Rosa Trevino. Guap, I can't wait till the championship game. I got Ohio winning that one. Let's see what happens in this one.
You know, Guap, here's a story about Ohio and Puerto Rico. The last 3 years, Ohio has gone up against Puerto Rico in the semifinal game. Every time, Puerto Rico's beat them by 1 run. So we had that interview yesterday with a coach from Ohio, and he wouldn't say it, but I said it. I said, you know, Coach, what do you feel? Is this you win tonight or tomorrow night? Is that redemption? And Coach Don Pletcher just kind of laughed at me and said, you said it, not me. He wouldn't say it.
A couple more comments here in the stream. Let's get them in the chat now. Tio Paco, Francisco Uribe, Tio Pacoy. Come on, Laredo team, you are the best, especially my nephew Brian Gonzalez.
What about the announcers?
Irma Uribe, sing, sing, sing. And Guab finishing it off with, is it mainly Ohio and Puerto Rico in a championship game every year? That's what it seems like. Well, not really, Guab, because usually the last 4 years, Chinese Taipei team, the 4-time defending Pony League Palomino Division World Series champion, is usually in that game. So essentially, the Youngstown Astros have always been, they've fallen short in a semifinal game.
Yes, against Puerto Rico.
Leading up to the championship game, which the Chinese Taipei team has dominated these last 4 years. And so it's a little upsetting to know that they are not able to be here this year.
Yeah, we were supposed to have Chinese Taipei, Hawaii,
there's 3 teams
Mexico,
that didn't make it, and Kenny's correct. The Chinese Taipei team, the Hawaii state team, and the Mexican national.
I would have loved to seen Hawaii out here because I know we would have been doing a little bit of luauing. They had some lays around us, a little dancing. That would have been
Looks
awesome.
like we're getting into gameplay here.
Back to action now. Number 9, Daniel Salas up to bat for Laredo. Nice hard hit ball over to the shortstop. Picks it up over to first base. Beautiful stretch. One more time from that first baseman. Man, these first basemen are putting in the work with those stretches. I hope they stretched out before the game.
Just a little update here in between gameplay. I believe the score for the Bronco World Series Finals is 1-1.
So tied up 1-1 over there. It's Laredo against Ohio, I think, also, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it is. The Laredo team made it to this game by beating La Cañada in the semifinals.
So we got number 3, Roberto Villarreal up to bat for Laredo. Tries to square around the bunt and fouls that one off. 0-1's the count. Grandma Rosa, if there's a good song that comes on, you'll hear me singing. I will sing for you, Grandma Rosa. All right, here we go. Back to action now. Robert Villarreal up to the plate. Strike number 2 on Robert. 0-2's the count. 1 out. Top half of the 4th inning here. This game is humming along. There's the windup and the pitch from Cortez. Hard hit ball over the second baseman's head into right field.
Just a little blooper over the second baseman, dropping right in front of the right fielder for a single.
And next up now for Laredo is number 1, Luis Becerra. I'm still wondering if Danny's listening in about that cake or Whataburger for us.
I thought you had him on, YouTube, on Facebook, or.
I don't have Danny.
Let's find him.
Oh, look, he's calling you right now, asking you what you want. Just inside. 1-0's the count on Luis Becerra. Runner at first base, 1 out here. Top half of the 4th inning for Laredo. Laredo on top right now, 1-0 after they picked up that run in the first inning. Just missed that one. Ball 2. 2-0's the count. Cortez gets that call in from the catcher. Checks that runner at first. In the windup, there's the pitch. Hard hit ball right down the middle between left center field. Villarreal on his horse. Takes second, takes third, all the way in. They bobbled the ball in the outfield. Holding up Louis here at third base for a beautiful triple on that one.
Stand-up triple for Louis there, driving in 2 runs? 1 run.
Yeah, that ball got out to left center, and as the right center, as the right fielder was getting out there, he kind of bobbled the ball and it bounced away from them, so that enabled Villarreal to come all the way around from first base and score. And now Louis over here is at third base.
Crucial misstep by the Brownsville Broncos there to allow this stand-up triple with RBI.
Here we go. We got Alejandro Casado up now for Laredo. Runner at third base, 1 out. Laredo on top now, 2-0. Just inside. So I haven't told Robert this, but after the game, since you're quicker than me, can you take the wireless mic downstairs to Abel so they can do the presentation?
So are you going to do the interview with the Puerto Rican coach
No, you
then?
are. I'll take
So
it. Never mind, I'll do it.
So I got to run down, run
No.
back
Well,
up.
you'll already be down there because we can do the interview from the camera in the front.
That'll work too.
Winner,
There you
chicken
go.
dinner, baby. That's how
All
we
right.
work. That's how
All
we
right.
work. But I'll help you out. We'll both go.
Yeah.
We'll both.
Yeah. I'll run it down though. I'll huff it.
I'll run it down because Abel knows I'm fat and slow. Here we go. 1-1's a count, 1 out. Sorry, 2-1's a count, 1 out. Check that. 1-2's a count, 1 out. Runner at third base for Laredo. There's the pitch. Dribbles that one foul down the third base line.
Looks like I got the update for that Bronco World Series Finals game. It's the bottom of the first, and it's tied 1-1 so far.
Dribbles that one foul once again. We got our fans tuning in from Panama Beach, Florida, out there on vacation still. A little fun in the sun. 1-2's a count, 1 out. Runner at third base for Laredo. Laredo on top now, 2-0 here. Top half of the 4th inning. Gets that call from the catcher. There's the windup and the pitch. Fouls that one back to the backstop there. 1-2 still. Alejandro making the pitcher work on this at bat. You know, we go through a lot of water while we're up here. You know what I really like is some coffee. No, it's like 150 degrees. There's a dribbler over to third base. Third baseman picks it up over into home.
Wasn't able to handle that one. Catcher wasn't able to handle it. It slipped out of his glove, and the runner is safe at home.
So being that it was only 1 out, instead of taking the easy out at first base, third baseman throws it into home. Catcher couldn't handle that one. In safe, runs in, still 1 out.
Trying to avert the run scored there, wasn't successful with that throw. Catcher bobbled it, and everyone's safe.
So here we go. Laredo now on top, 3-0. Laredo now on top, 3-0. 1 out, runner on first base for Laredo.
We got it. They saw us.
There goes Marky Villanueva with a nice hard hit ball to center field. Center fielder throws it in for a single for Marky.
2 runs scored this inning with 1 out, and the streak continues for the Laredo host all-star team.
Next up for Laredo, number 13, Jose Luis Gomez. Runners at first and second base for Laredo. The problem right now, Grandma Rosa, is that they're not playing music I like, so I can't sing this.
I don't know the words either to these songs, to be honest.
I was just dancing. Called strike 1 on Gomez. 0-1's the count, 1 out. Runners at first and second for Gomez. Top half of the 4th inning. Laredo has gotten 2 across so far this inning. Cortez gets the call from the catcher. There's the pitch. Low and in the dirt. Ball 1, 1-1's the count. One and 1 out. Runners at first and second. There's the pitch. Low and in the dirt. Squirts away from the catcher, but he's able to control that ball to keep the runners at bay. 2-1 now on Gomez.
With the runners on first and second, let's see what Gomez can do here.
Cortez checks that runner at second. There's the pitch. In there for strike number 2. 2-2, 1 out. Top half of the 4th inning. 2 men on for Laredo. Runners at first and second base. There's the pitch. Ooh, that one was like 3D right there. It came right at us. Yeah, that foul ball came right at us and flew just right above us here on the canopy tops. Didn't scare me. Did it scare you?
Nope, not a bit.
All right, just making sure. Back to action now. 2-2, 1 out. There's the pitch. Just missed with that off-speed pitch on the outside corner. Full count now for Gomez.
You know, it's been a long time since I've been afraid of a baseball.
It's because you're a man.
Just a fun fact. It only hurts for a little while. That's what I tell my kids.
Swings and pops that one back up here to the upper deck VIP lounge. All right, back to action. Full count, 1 out. Runners at first and second base for Laredo here in the top half of the 4th inning. Jose Luis Gomez batting now for Laredo. There's the pitch. High, and Gomez takes the base.
Base is loaded now with that walk.
Asades at third. Villanueva at second. Gomez on first. Now batting, number 11, Joel Garcia.
With the bases loaded, let's see what Joel Garcia does here with his turn at the plate. With 1 out and the bases full, it's all on Joel's shoulders to bring in some runs.
So here we go. Joel Garcia at the plate for Laredo. Bases loaded, 1 out. Here the top half of the 4th inning. High, ball 1. Two and O's a count now on Joel. Cortez taking his time around the mound. Here comes Coach out here from Brownsville. Give a little talk to Mr. Garcia.
Cesar, no?
That's Cesar. Yeah, that's Cesar. Looking here. Oh, I'm on the wrong team. That's why I couldn't see the coach's name. I was on the wrong team. Yeah, that's Cesar. Yeah, this is the coach that took the Colts last year from Brownsville to the World Series, or 2 years ago to the World Series, and they lost the championship game. They came in second that year. So again, a couple of these players on this team were with them at that time also. They went to the championship game there in the Colt League of the Colt League World Series.
Yeah, that's the series, the division underneath this,
Yes.
the lower division to the Palomino division. And, there's still a lot of gameplay left here, and it looks like, the possibilities there. They could take third in this World Series, so not a bad outing. Taking second last year and 2 years ago in the Colt division. Still a deficit of 3 runs, but it's anybody's game with 3.5 innings left to play.
All right, here we go. Number 11, Joel Garcia back at the plate after that timeout by the Brownsville Broncos. Bases loaded, 1 out, 2-0 is the count. Just a little out of the strike zone, 3-0 now. Three 0, 1 out, bases loaded, top half of the 4th inning. Laredo already has 2 runs this inning. There's that first called strike that he was looking for. 3-1's the count. There's the pitch. Big swing and cuts that one foul. Bringing that count to full now. Full count, 1 out, bases loaded for Laredo in the top half of the 4th inning. There's the pitch. Hard hit ball to center field. Center fielder right underneath that. Runner tags up from third base. Here comes a throw in at the plate.
Oh!
Just slides in.
What a... Looked like they were in a
Run
pickle.
down here at third base.
Oh, it
hits
gets by
the
the
batter.
third baseman, or the first baseman, who came to cover. First baseman comes over to help out with this pickle, and the throw from the catcher gets by him.
It hit the runner in the back. The runner was right down the baseline and it hit the runner in the back on that one.
Well, that was a close call there by the Blue, calling the runner. Well, it looks like they called him out. You got 2 outs now.
No, the pop fly was the second out.
Oh, that's right. That's correct.
So that was
That's
a
correct.
drive to center field. Center fielder grabs that one in the air, catches that ball.
They tag up.
Beautiful cannon from that center
Yes.
fielder. Throwing that ball all the way into home plate on one bounce. Slid just around the tag.
Was able to squeeze his hand in there and get to the base before the tag was applied, but that throw was on the money and on time.
Back to action now. We got number 15 Eduardo Signs up to bat for Laredo. Runner at second base for Laredo. High fly ball to left center field. Left fielder's tracking it down. Out number 3. But Laredo was able to score 4 runs that inning.
Got some comments here in the old YouTube. Guap makes a comment here. This game's going by quick. Absolutely. It's a fast-paced game here. We're already in the bottom of the 4th. Looks like Guap's alone in the comments here. Am I going to be the only one commenting all day? Laughy face emoji. Guap with the comment, they're going to pull off the upset. Olga Cantu, great job. Aaron Barraza, first base, playing for the Brownsville Broncos there. We got a comment from Jose Guerra. We still out here in Panama City Beach, Florida, supporting the Broncos live on the tube. Shout out to my cousin and Rudy Tito Delgado.
The cousin from coach here.
The coach, Cesar Delgado, I
Cesar,
believe, yeah, and his nephew, I believe.
Yeah, shout out to all those, to the Delgado family, and shout out to you guys down there in Panama City. Y'all be careful out there. Here, everything's getting a little crazy out there in Florida. Y'all be careful out there. And Guap, we appreciate Guap, tuning in and talking to us. Yeah, we love this guy. Yeah, let's thank our sponsors real quick as you're looking down there. Let's thank the City of Laredo for all their help that they did during this Pony League World Series. Webb County, we thank you guys for everything that you do. Also for the youth of our community. Also for the Laredo Cancer Society. That's the main sponsor for this one. The Pony League has teamed up with them this year. And for Cakes by Gabby. And why do we love Gabby's cakes so much?
They're made with love, Kenny. They're made with love.
Now, last night we had one of our friends here, Danny Trevino. He said he was going to look for Cakes by Gabby and try to bring us one. So, haven't seen Danny on here yet, so we're still waiting, Danny. So, up to bat now for Brownsville, trailing 5-0 here in the bottom half of the fourth inning, is number 30, the shortstop, Alan Delgado.
We're about halfway through this game here at the bottom of the fourth mark.
And there's this Selena that I was talking about earlier.
I was about to say, I think Grandma
Rosa
would have appreciated you singing this one.
Singing the Carcacha?
Sure.
I was dancing, if that helps.
Well, I'm pretty sure they caught us on the in booth video camera here.
One of those account now on Delgado. Chops that one foul down the left field line.
I mean, this camera in the booth is a relatively new thing. It's interesting to have it here now. We've gone to radio to live.
Yeah, I know. And when they put it on the other day for us, kind of scared us. We didn't know what was going on. Thought they were, thought the government was watching us and stuff like that. Big Daddy was watching, or Big Brother was watching.
Had to turn on the lights, and I brought a ring light here for better lighting.
Had to leave my shirt on.
Definitely, when the air conditioning was off.
Just inside, ball 2. 2-1's account on Alan Delgado, the shortstop for the Brownsville Broncos. I think Delgado's family, we also had more of Delgado's family on the other day also, if I'm not mistaken.
Definitely. We had Brian Gonzalez was out here también for his support. There's a lot of fan favorites out here playing in Laredo.
Just high, 3-1's the count. And helicopter was not a flyover. If y'all think that was a flyover, it's a little late.
No ceremonies happening now.
And there's a walk for Mr. Alan Delgado.
We are adjacent to the Laredo International Airport here, so we get some flyovers from aircraft all the time, so you might hear jets and helicopters going by.
Next up is a designated hitter, number 7, Angel Ragañada.
Larrañaga.
There you go, thank you.
Larrañaga.
Something like that. Sorry.
R-N-N. So it's a little tricky there.
Yeah, you had me at Angel.
At hello?
At hello. You had me at hello. There you go. Back to action now. Angel up to bat. One runner on first base. No outs here. Bottom half of the fourth inning. High. Ball 2 now. 2-0's the count on Angel. And there's the catcher calling a timeout to go out there and settle his pitcher down. Settle Billy down.
Billy's been throwing a great game here. 3 goose eggs in the last 3 innings against the Brownsville Broncos. Let's see if we can continue this streak.
And Brownsville's got bats. I mean, we saw that yesterday. They have bats. If they can come alive and start hitting the ball, I think they'll be okay and they'll come back in this game.
Right.
Hard hit ball right to the shortstop, right into his glove. Out number 1.
Made it look easy. Joel, on playing shortstop, was able to squeeze that glove and get that first out.
All right, next up to bat for Brownsville is number 11, Aron Baraja. Runner at first base for Aron. 1 out here, bottom half of the fourth inning. Brownsville trailing Laredo 5-0. High for ball 1. 1-0's the count. on Aron. There goes the runner stealing. That was a hit and run. Fouls it off, though. One and one's the count. That one clocked in at 81 miles an hour. That was a good pitch at 81.
Consistent here in this World Series. We've seen some great pitching. I believe in the previous game where the Laredo All-Stars were facing Puerto Rico, their starting pitcher was hitting 88.
The starting pitcher for Puerto Rico, and that was deep in the game. That ball hard hit over to the shortstop, slides to pick it up.
Whoa!
Bang, bang, double play. Laredo out of the inning.
That was a nice little double play there that the Laredo All-Stars were able to complete. Made it look easy. Definitely wasn't. So many opportunities for mistakes, and they're able to put down the Brownsville Broncos to end the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, that one, that shortstop slid over and grabbed that one. Tosses it over to the second baseman. Second baseman able to get it over to first base in time. You know, Laredo is on a mission right now to. Oh, my hair's a mess.
I was about to say, Kenny, put
Why
that
did you tell
hat.
me to put my hat
They
back
just tuned into us, and I was doing the
You were doing a little dance, whatever.
what's it called?
Charanga.
The charanga. Doing the charanga. And then I got distracted by.
You got distracted by my beautiful hair.
I did. It was flowing. And maybe we should open up the window so we can.
Someone knocking?
I don't think so. I think
they're all doing the charanga. All right, so yeah, look at that. I'm looking at the replay right now of my hair. That was just crazy hair, man.
Got some sponsors up on the tube here. Special thank you to the County of Webb, City of Laredo, Cakes by Gabby,
Made with Love,
and the Laredo Cancer Society. All great sponsors for our Laredo Pony League, hosted by Laredo Pony League World Series, Palomino Division.
2021.
2021.
Not to be confused with 2020.
No. 2020 was unfortunately canceled. I was so upset that was canceled. That would have been our time in the booth, Kenny. Me and Kenny D here were part of a team in 2019 that was able to complete the announcing in that World Series. And this time around, we're just being you and me, Kenny.
It's just been me and you. You're all by myself.
I think we're together. Something, I don't know what song would be.
That's the one from High School Musical.
Something like that. I don't know. I just made that up.
No, it's from High School. You were watching High School Musical. Yeah, I know it. I saw it. You're already doing the little dance together forever. I saw it.
I'll minuet you.
Minnie Mouse? That's our friends down in Panama City. They're closer to Mickey than us. What do we got here?
We got 46 live viewers in the chat. Looks like we're losing some viewership. But wow, yeah, funny. He said, Kenny, put up that ad. I mean, just trying to look out for Kenny D here in the booth. Give him a little heads up that we were on the live stream there.
Yeah, my hair's usually combed during the day, but since I'm out here at the ballpark, I throw the ball cap on, and when I take it off, it gets kind of crazy. It's time for a haircut. That's what that means.
I comb my hair in the morning, but it's a little fuzzy now.
Mine gets crazy. All right, first up to bat here for Laredo, here in the top half of the fifth inning. Number 4, Joshua Lynn for Laredo. Cortez still on the mound for Brownsville, it looks like. Big swing and a strike one. Oh, shortstop wasn't able to handle that one. Lynn safely to first.
Number 9, Danny Salas.
Next up for Laredo is number 9, Danny Salas.
Oh, of course I have an extra plug. Got that Android here. Here, give it to me. Let's see if we can put this here. There you go.
All right, sorry about that. Back to action. Danny Salas up to bat now for Laredo. Had to charge my phone. I was using that right now. It was dying on me.
Kenny wasn't whispering sweet nothings in my ear. He was giving me the instructions to plug in his phone.
Please and thank you, because you're amazing.
Of course, thank you. Turn on fast charging. Turn on.
Oh wow, I didn't know it would say that. These phones are just getting fancier and fancier.
I mean, I guess I know Android and iPhone here. I guess I'm just the millennial in the booth.
There you go. I'm just D-Generation X. Here we go. Back to action now. Salas up the bat. Runner going for first base. Gets away from the catcher. Safe in at second. That's Lynn sealing that base right there.
Catcher.
Looking up at the sky here, Robert, and there's something strange up in the air.
Looks like we got an overcast, and it looks like some rain clouds in the distance. Let's see what the old Weather Channel has to say about the weather today. We got a 93 degrees here, thunder in the vicinity.
Hard hit ball, second baseman able to catch that one in the air for out number one on Laredo. Looks like we have a front blowing through right now.
It's a west to east thunderstorm coming into the Laredo area here. Looks like at about 8. Well, it should be hitting us around 11 p.m. Maybe it'll be biased by the time we finish off the last game.
Let's hope so.
But around
up to bat now for Laredo. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Robert.
But around 8 o'clock, it's going to be more towards the west of us. That
coming off the mountains.
That system, that system coming in.
So here up to bat now for Laredo is number 3, Roberto Villarreal. Runner at second base. One out here. Top half of the fifth. 1-1's the count on Robert. Well, I can hear that thunder out there. Just inside, ball gets away from the catcher. Lynn down over to third base now in a better scoring position right there now with one out here in the top half of the fifth inning. Laredo threatening to add more runs here in this ball game.
We might just get some pause in gameplay if this...
Ball in the dirt. 3-1's the count. One out. Runner at third base for Laredo here in the top half of the fifth inning. There's the pitch. There's that strike Cortez was looking for. Full count now on the batter. And that's ball number 4.
By RB.
And there's a pause in the action as Coach Caesar comes out there.
Number 1, Louis Becerra.
Next up for Laredo will be number 1, Louis Becerra. Looks like the third base umpire is coming out, calling over the home plate umpire also while there's a break in the action. I think he's watching those clouds in the sky. If he saw the same thing I saw, I thought I saw a lightning strike just over here to the south of us. Not quite sure, though. But they're keeping an eye on everything, and I'm sure the officials here from Pony League are also keeping an eye on everything for us also.
Well, I'm tracking the storm here on the Weather Channel app, and it seems to be clear up until 10:30 in the evening.
My KSAT 12 app was saying earlier that the rain was spotted already in Laredo, just spotted it in areas. But here we go, back to action. Louis Becerra up to bat now for Laredo. 2 on, 1 out. Runners on the corner for Laredo. There's the pitch. Ball just inside.
Let's see if we can tweet Heat Wave. Maybe we can get his opinion.
Oh, that'd be good. 1-0's the count, 1 out. Cortez throws that ball back over to first base. Keep that runner honest over there at first.
You know, he is active on Twitter, Heatwave. He's got an account, and he's got quite a following there.
He's a little tweet.
And the Twitter.
There's a pitch. Runner's going from first base down to second. Oh, beautiful throw.
Right on the money by the catcher.
You know, we've seen lots of stolen bases at second base, but every time it gets down there, they're not able to handle the ball. But today, that was handled, and it was right on the money. Beautiful throw.
We got 64 live viewers on the old YouTube, and a comment from Aaron Cervantes. It's raining by the highway already. So it looks like we might be having some rain here. I think he means I-35.
There goes another strike. 1-2's the count. 2 outs now after that stolen base. He was caught stealing second base. 1 runner on third base. Laredo up 5-0 here in the top of the 5th inning. There's the pitch. Just misses that. 2-2's the count. Could be over here by Loop 20. If you look out there by Loop 20, it looks like that rain's coming down over there.
Well, Loop 20 is maybe, not even half a mile from where we are. The light is right there in the corner between Lakeside and us. I think that rain's coming more north from us, probably from the angle more towards mile 17, mile 18 out there. Right before you get into Laredo, it looks a beam.
We got a full count, and that last pitch was dribbled off with a foul ball. Full count, 2 outs, runner at third base for Laredo. Here in the top half of the 5th inning, Laredo on top of Brownsville, 5-0 right now. High and inside, takes that free base.
Stepping up to the plate for Laredo is number 17,
So Casades is up now for Laredo, number 17. Runners on the corner, 2 outs, top of the 5th inning. Throws it back to first to keep him honest. Oh, got back just in time. Man, that was a close one right there at first base. Back to action now. 2 outs, 2 on for Laredo, top half of the 5th. There's the pitch. Strike number 1. Cortez gets his call from the catcher. Checks that runner at first, keeping him honest. There's the windup and the pitch. High. 1-1's the count. So, guys, if you're out here and you can hear me, come out and support Laredo's teams right now. And then stick around for the 8 o'clock game of the championship game for Puerto Rico takes on the Ohio Youngstown Astros. Foul ball on that one. 1-2's the count. 2 outs. Top half of the 5th inning.
Looks like we're going to have a game stoppage here. I did see a lightning strike over dead center in the distance. Looks like we're going to have a pause here just to see if this system goes away from us. Looking at I changed it up here to the old AccuWeather.com, selfless plug there. We're currently at 622, and there is a system above us directly. But as we progress in the time, it moves westward. Oh, it just started to rain.
I want to know, have you ever seen the rain? I actually have. It's right in front of me now.
Right in front of us. I believe Grandma
Rosa.
Rosas would appreciate your rendition of that.
Or what about this one, Grandma Rosa? Raindrops keep falling on my head. That's all I know of these songs, so that's it.
Well, I like the one better, Rain, Rain, Go Away.
Rain, rain, go away, come again some other day. That one?
That one, yeah, exactly. So maybe we can chant that and the rain will pass us. But it seems like this system will be moving westward. It did develop right over us here in
they're bringing in the tarps from the outfield so they can cover these, cover up home plate, first, second, and third, and pitcher's mound. Here comes the cars coming in. What about the other one? And the thunder rolls and the lightning strikes.
Depends on if we're going to sing the extended version or the original.
Oh, I like the extended.
The extended versions of
She runs down the hallway, reaches to the bedroom drawer. She reaches for the pistol that's kept inside the drawer. She tells that woman in the mirror, "You won't do this again, 'cause tonight will be the last time." She's wonder where he's been.
And the thunder rolls.
And the rain's coming down nicely here in Laredo. We needed the rain. I had to get up early this morning and water, but I was very tired, so I'm glad that it's raining. That means I don't have to wake up early tomorrow to water. God was listening to me. Thank you, God.
Let's check this if it's going to... No, there's nothing hitting MC9.
Well, that's an awesome tarp there. They got a big round tarp that covers the entire home plate side there. So apparently, we're going to be live here. They get the camera straight on us. Good thing I didn't go get a hot dog because then they'd be watching me eat.
Oh man, now I'm hungry.
Now, hopefully Danny Trevino is listening and he heard about the Whataburger #1 grilled onions. For myself and for you also, the Dr. Peppers.
I mean, I'll take a Dr. Pepper. What a size that for me. I mean, why are we messing around?
Yeah, that's right. Maybe Richard's listening in and he's going to bring us one. Or Jacob. Maybe Jacob wants to bring us a Whataburger. I mean, yesterday I did provide lunch for everybody yesterday.
I was about to ask, did we clean that up?
Oh, I don't know.
I think we might have left some.
I think they came in and cleaned up because I left stuff here on the table yesterday and it's gone.
It's gone. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm sure they cleaned up.
Thank you to the city of Laredo and the Parks and Recs department for cleaning up after us. I mean,
and thank you for the Parks and Recs out there. I mean, they're out here right now. Only one guy's got a jacket. Everybody else is like, I'm gonna in the wash and wear right now. I don't need no stinking jacket. And so it's raining. Rain's coming down nicely here right now. And they're covering up the infield area that has the dirt to keep it from puddling up as the rain keeps coming down here in the, I guess this is the consolation game, Laredo against Brownsville.
That's correct. Well, it looks at the AccuWeather.com has this system passing over by about 7:10, 7 o'clock. We should clear this up by then. So 20 minutes, it looks like a 20-minute rain delay here at the Uni-Trade Stadium. Again, thank you to the City of Laredo Parks and Rec Department for going out there and covering up the base path, the base areas, and keeping this field in pristine conditions.
So let's go back to our comments. Let's see if anybody's chit-chatting with us here since we have a break in the action, right? It's the AccuWeather one. There you go. I think it's that one. Yeah. Yeah. What's going on? What do we have here?
We got 72 live viewers. It's
hey,
picked up.
What's up, everybody?
Picked up here in the
Guap
break.
said he was out by a mile on that throw.
Oh, it looks like another lightning strike with thunder. Some comments
Dio
here.
Pacoy says we can do it. Oh, what does Danny say there? What does Danny say?
Well, let's go up from the very recent comment. Roland Venegas, Grandma Rosa, thanks you for the singing. Tio Pacoy says, cantan bien bonito.
Muchas gracias, Tio Pacoy.
And Wap says, guys, you don't eat a glizzy on the camera? Danny Trevino, if I show up, I'll take you all some Whataburgers.
Yeah, #1 grilled onions. Yeah, Dr. Pepper.
I'm a little excited there. Spirit fingers.
Hey, Spirit finger. So what's it? I don't understand what Wap was saying there.
Irma Uribe, I'll be your backup singer, guys. LOL.
Órale, tía. Vamos, Irma.
Irma, again, great singing, guys. And Danny Trevino has a couple strings of comments here. We'll try and make it to the championship game. Danny Trevino, hello, everyone. Long day at work. Sorry I could not get the cake for y'all. Have thunder and lightning here on the north side by Delmar. We're maybe.
Well, it already hit us. It already hit us, Danny. Sorry, we weren't watching that. We were looking at AccuWeather and hoping that the old heat wave burglar would give us the insight. But
well, I'm a little amateur heat wave. I grew up watching him. And,
you grew up watching heat wave.
So I just went to the old AccuWeather Weather Channel. Used my finger to go back and forth, back and forth.
That's why my KSAT weather app. I'm gonna plug on that. My KSAT weather app I have on my phone. It's really cool because I saw that where it said rain detected in Laredo, and that was at the I guess around the third inning when I saw that. So I saw that front blowing in. KSAT 12 has better readings than we do apparently.
Well, I believe the front it just formed above us, and so it's going to move to the westward. It's moving westward. So within the next 20 minutes, 30 minutes, it should be going past I-35, going back into Mexico. And then we have some more.
Coming in from Mexico. It was moving east to west, it looked like.
No, look, watch. I got it right here in AccuWeather. I'm going to show you one more. This is at 7:05. 7:05, we should be clearing it up. But as you can see here, it just formed right above us, as you can see there. And it's going to continue to move westward. And then as it continues, this only goes to 7:50. We have some more rain forming
Down south of us.
southeast of us towards
Rio Bravo area.
Rio Bravo, and then 359 area between there and the southward. And so by 7:50 we should be clear. And if the National Weather Service, the Weather Channel, has a better. Oh wow, it's really pouring down now, guys.
It's coming down buckets right now as we're looking out there. You know, as this rain's going on here, and we're talking about the weather and all that good stuff. How did we get here? Let's discuss a little bit of how we got here right now.
Well, we started off the game with 1 run in the top of the first.
No. How did we get here today?
Oh, how did we get here? I drove.
Oh, you drove?
Yeah, I drove.
You weren't on the school bus?
No. UISD provided some school. United Independent School District has been providing the transportation for the teams, but I drove here. Yeah.
Man, I had to take an Uber.
You took an Uber?
Yeah. I thought they were going to pick me up.
I'm usually a Lyft type of guy.
Kind
I use Lyft here in Laredo.
I just lift with these guns. Let's discuss how did Laredo get here? Let's talk about some action. You know, we started on Friday, right?
That's
so
correct.
There was 4 games on Friday, if I'm not mistaken.
4 games on Friday, 4 games on Saturday, 3 games on Sunday, and then we have the 2 games here today, the consolation, and then we have the championship game.
So I came in. You came in early Friday.
Yeah.
You worked that game Friday,
Oh, yeah,
at 9 o'clock. Then I came in with you at 11.
Didn't you come in later on, or?
I came in at 11, but I think they moved it. I think or something.
Yeah. No, it was a 9 o'clock game. Then it was an 11 o'clock. And
I came in at the 11 with you.
And then it was a 5 and 8 p.m. I believe.
No, it was a 3.
Oh, and then 8 p.m. because we had the opening. We had the opening ceremony.
I got here late in the afternoon because I had to go back to work. I came back in.
Yeah.
Came in, helped you finish that game off.
Correct. And
then I went downstairs for the opening ceremonies because I was emceeing the opening ceremonies.
At 6 o'clock.
At 6 o'clock. And then after the opening ceremonies, I had to rush back home because we had an air condition issue.
And I went ahead and
you
called
finished
the
off
game.
You finished off the night.
Game. Yeah.
So Saturday morning.
Correct.
So we get to Saturday. We have 2 games in the morning Saturday. Again, I was at home working, cleaning up after the air condition issue.
I announced them. It was a challenge talking to myself here, being bipolar or schizophrenic.
It happens.
Having to do play-by-play and color commentary. But I do appreciate you being here, Kenny. Thank you.
Much. I'm enjoying this year, Robert. Then here we come. We start the afternoon games. I come in here with you, and we finish off the night. We had a 5 and 8 on that night. So it looks like we're down.
Oh, we're going. We're going.
We're still live. I'm sorry.
No. We thought the hand signal there said that we were down. No,
so we had 2
live.
Two games that night. A 5 and 8 o'clock game that night, right? So beautiful baseball all night long, all day on Saturday.
Yeah,
great
Saturday
baseball.
was a great day.
Saturday was hot, very hot.
Oh yeah, we were up at the 103, 104 mark. It probably felt like 106, 107 out on the field.
So then. That kind of separated all the teams. The afternoon games kind of separated everybody. I think Laredo had a doubleheader that night, right?
Yes.
On that day, in Ohio and Puerto Rico,
had the night off.
Had the night off that day because they had already taken care of everything on Friday because they probably had a doubleheader or
they were sitting pretty in first place.
There you go.
In each of the pools, so the remainder of the teams in those pools had to battle it out to see who was going to go into Sunday for the semifinal round.
So here we go. Sunday comes around, so we had 4 games. We're at 8 games.
Yeah.
Sunday comes around, and we got that first game at 2 o'clock in the dead heat here in Laredo. So that 2 o'clock game was the Youngstown, Ohio team going against this Brownsville team at 2 o'clock.
Correct.
And then we had right after that, which Youngstown beat Brownsville that afternoon.
Putting them in the championship
game till tonight at 8 o'clock. Then we had Laredo going up against Puerto Rico at the 5 o'clock hour. That game went a little bit long. It was a great game, back and forth, and then Puerto Rico opened it up on them.
Yeah, they did. They ended up winning that game, and the Laredo host team wasn't able to score any runs in the final inning. It was 5-2, I believe, that game. And, unfortunately for the host team, they're here now because of that loss in this consolation.
So now we got Laredo Now we got Laredo and Brownsville playing right now for the consolation game. That's our rain delay game going on right now.
Yes.
And later, then we have the championship game after this one. Hopefully we can get it in there.
Correct.
I think we had a comment come in here. So what's that comment there?
Well, I was just giving the notification that we're going to cut off the live feed here for a moment. And once we come back in the gameplay, we're going to come back and join you guys. I guess our banter here wasn't entertaining enough. We're at 52 live viewers. We're slowly dying down. We got some comments here. If anything, I'm just going to finish it off with Danny Trevino. This gives you time to come by with that Whataburger. And with that, me and Kenny D are going to sign off for a brief moment as we wait for this rain delay to subside and gameplay continues.
So here we are, the 2021 Pony League consolation game from Uni-Trade Stadium. Rain delay. We'll see y'all here shortly. Thanks, you guys.
See you in a bit, guys.